Okay, let's see. I have to just double check to make sure the stream is working, and it looks like it is. Great. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into it. Let me look at this. That looks fine. Okay, it looks like you can see the whole screen. So we were just using the easy to test. We're doing April 29, 2024. Perfect. Let's go ahead and jump into the hard. We did the medium earlier on the phone. It should be available on YouTube. Okay, for those of you competing with me today, I'm going to give you a little bit of a head start. Okay, it looks like everything is visible. We will be using auto candidate mode for those of you who care about such things. I'm going to just go ahead and get started right now. Okay, so we're just going to look for the easiest of easy ones. We will be talking through these, so if you find that to be a little annoying, I apologize. Feel free to turn down the volume. If you have any questions, of course, throw them into the comments. We will get to them as we can. So the first thing we see is this 3 because of these 2, only one left. I'm sorry for those listening in the background. That is Godzilla, also known as my son. This 3 gets rid of these 2. This one gets rid of that one, leaving just a 3 there. What do we have next for us? Look, unhelpful at the moment. What are we missing down here? A 1, an 8, and a 4. So I don't see any way to clear that out. I'll go ahead and jump to the 5s. Just going numerically. So we have these 5, and this 5 means there has to be a 5 down here, which means there can be no 5s over here. We'll just go ahead and get rid of those candidates for now. Anything else? On to the 6s. This, then this one, and this one leaves only this one. And these 2 with this 6 leaves only this 6. So we know we only have, because of this 6 and this blocked off line, or call it a row, we have to have a 6 up here, which means we can get rid of the 6s here. There's only 1 6 left there. We can get rid of that one right now. And because of that, we only have a 6 here, right? Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Okay, let's go ahead and turn that off for now. 7s, 8s. We're up to the 8s. Will be an 8 here and here, right? No, that's not right. Oh yeah, that is right. Let me just double check. That's what we have. Yep. And the 9s. Well, we have a 9 from here and here. It leaves only this 9. Because those columns blocked out. Well, within here, of course. Okay. Alright, that looks like all the easiest of easy ones are done. We'll turn on auto candidate mode to see if that helps us clear things out. So just right off the bat, we see these 3 here in this row. There can only be 3 numbers in here, right? So we know these 3 are correct, 1, 4, and 9. That means there can't be a 1, 4, or 9 in any of these. Easy. So we just get rid of the 1 and the 4. You know, when you see something like this, I just like to clear it out so there is no doubt, which of course just leaves a 2 and an 8, so we can get rid of the 2's here because we can't have 2's in the rest, and the 8's are already gone. So we already know what's in this line, right? And because we know a 1, a 4, and 9 are in here, you can't have 1s and 4s and 9s in there, right? So let's go ahead and get rid of the 1 and the 4 here, and the 1 and the 4 here. I mean, we could have backed into it as well, right? We know there's 7s, and only 7 and 5 can be left out of this bunch. So either way you get to it. Okay, what else do we have? Just quickly glancing around to see if there's anything very, very easy for us to take care of. Here's another interesting one, right? So we have a 2 and a 9 here, right? So there's only 2 blocks, and these are the only spots where there are 2's and 9's. So once again, we can get rid of the 1 and the 4 and the 4, right? So let's go ahead and get rid of this 4, get rid of this 1 and the 4, because we can only have 2 numbers in 2 blocks. Okay. So with that being done, does that clear anything else up? It does not. So we do the hard work of clearing out. We've got only 1 3 in this row, so of course it has to be a 3. And does that 3 free anything up? It does not. At least not instantly. Okay. Oh, we'll just keep moving on here. This looks like it's going to be a tough one. Okay, we have 9's here. Yeah, we got this 9. So, okay, so we're just going to start methodically going through each. We'll do columns today. I've already looked for the easiest of the easies. So we're just going to go through each column and see if anything sticks out. Nothing in the first column. Wait a second. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll kind of show you when we get to, here's an example, like these 3's here. Well, these are the only 3's in the column within a block, but all the other 3's are gone, so it's not really helpful, but that's kind of, the sort of thing we are looking for. 6, 7's, 8's, and 9's, nothing. 1, 2. And we're also looking for patterns like this. If we had one more 1, 4, 7, just like earlier, we could get rid of all the 1, 4, 7's in the rest of the puzzle. But I don't see it. 2, 7, 8, 1. So this is what we're looking for here. You see these 7's here. These are the only 7's in the column, so there has to be one of these 2, which means that 7's cannot be here. So we can get rid of that 7, gives us an 8, and we can get rid of this candidate. Now, usually what you want to do is look around to see if in the column and rows associated with the ones you fixed. We have one right here. Whoops, and one right here. It's kind of jumping ahead, right? Kind of jumping ahead. Got the one for, right? We had the 7 one. The 7's here. This is the only 2 left in this column now because of the magic that we worked earlier. See anything else in here? Nope, I don't see anything else in here or in here. Let's look down this column. Okay, so that was generally helpful. So we'll work. I'll look at this row since we did some work on these rows just to make sure. And there we go. The only 2 left. The only 8 left. Now, if you see something I don't see, that's normal. I'm not going to catch everything all the time. It just is not possible. See these ones here, the only ones in this box, and they happen to be in the same row, so we can get rid of this one here. Were we doing columns? I think we were doing columns. I've kind of forgotten. I think we're over here. And that's the thing, as you free things up, other things open up. So, starting back at the beginning of what you were working on, if you freed enough, it does make some sense. And I'll just restart the column 6, 7, 8. And 9. And where's my 9? It's the only 9 left, see? And that's why we go back sometimes. Stuff gets freed up and you can't see everything all the time. So that is helpful. As you can see, this is why we get rid of candidates along the way, because other things get freed up and you just make your life easier. You don't have to play this way. You can play in the way that gives you the biggest benefit. I just like the simple process of elimination to get to complete the puzzles. But like I said, this is definitely not the only way to play. You can make this a pure memory game if you want to, but I choose not to do that. And whoops, I meant to put a 4 there. Just kind of jumping ahead. But as you can see, the puzzle kind of solves itself as you get rid of the candidates. And you're just looking for that one key part of the puzzle. Now, this was a relatively easy New York Times hard. We have certainly failed at these puzzles in the past. 14 minutes is not a particularly fast time. Now, of course, talking through it does take a little bit longer to do it. But that being said, it's what the difference may have been a few minutes. But that's the New York Times Heart for April 29th, 2024. I believe that's the date for Monday. Comes out a little early on Sundays and Saturdays, I believe. So if you had any questions, let me see if I see any. I don't see any in the chat, so okay. I'll leave this up for now for those of you who are working on it. And I'm probably going to turn off the mic so you don't have to have little baby Godzilla in the background. Okay, we're going to have to end the stream for now. We will be back later. Hopefully, if you are playing, I believe it will continue if you, just rewind if you need to rewind or hit pause. It shouldn't end the stream for you until the actual stream is over. Thank you so much for